Top history facts I bet you don't know. 1. The earliest known civilization is the Sumerian civilization, which emerged in Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, around 4000 BC. 2. Ancient Egypt emerged around 3100 BC and lasted for several thousand years. It is known for its pyramids, hieroglyphics, and pharaohs. 3. The Greek civilization emerged around 800 BC and is known for its achievements in philosophy, science, art, and literature. 4. The Roman Republic was established in 509 BC and became one of the most powerful empires in the world, lasting until 476 AD. 5. The Middle Ages, also known as the Dark Ages, lasted from the 5th to the 15th century in Europe. It was marked by the decline of the Roman Empire and the rise of Christianity. 6. The Renaissance began in Italy in the 14th century and lasted until the 17th century. It was characterized by a renewed interest in classical art, science, and learning. 7. The Age of Exploration began in the 15th century, when European explorers set out to discover new lands and trade routes. This led to the colonization of much of the world. 8. The Protestant Reformation began in the early 16th century, when Martin Luther challenged the Catholic Church's teachings and practices. This led to the establishment of new Protestant denominations. 9. The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century and transformed the world, leading to the mass production of goods and the rise of capitalism. 10. World War I, which began in 1914 and ended in 1918, was one of the deadliest conflicts in human history, with an estimated 16 million people killed. 11. World War II, which began in 1939 and ended in 1945, was even deadlier, with an estimated 70 million people killed. It also marked the beginning of the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. 12. The Cold War lasted from the late 1940s until the early 1990s and was marked by political and military tensions between the Western powers and the Soviet Union. 13. The Civil Rights Movement in the United States, which began in the 1950s and 1960s, led to significant advances in the fight against racial discrimination and segregation. 14. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new era in international relations. 15. The 21st century has been marked by significant advances in technology, globalization, and the fight against climate change. 16. The Great Depression in the 1930s led to widespread economic hardship and political instability around the world. 17. The Holocaust, in which millions of Jews and other marginalized groups were systematically murdered by the Nazis, was one of the most horrific events in human history. 17. The Holocaust, in which millions of Jews and other marginalized groups were systematically murdered by the Nazis, was one of the most horrific events in human history. 18. The Arab conquests of the 7th and 8th centuries AD led to the spread of Islam throughout much of the Middle East and North Africa. 19. The Abbasid Caliphate, which ruled from 750 to 1258 AD, was known for its cultural and scientific achievements, including the translation of Greek and Roman works into Arabic. 20. The Arab Spring, which began in late 2010 and spread throughout the Middle East and North Africa, was a series of uprisings against authoritarian governments, leading to significant political and social change in the region.